Okay, here we go.
I know. Can't read something like it.
Okay, today's topic is 8.1 in the chapter in the book. Okay, GCF and factoring. ING. This is day 1. I decided not to use the textbook for work this time, so you can keep your books in your locker. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But the
Oh,
whoop.
look what you did.
But the we'll spend 2 days in every section, which is really good because they kind of helped last chapter, right? It's been helping ish.
3 days.
2 days for some chapters, some sections, 3 for some. So we will finish out chapter 8 the week before spring break, that Tuesday before spring break. Okay, but we have 3 weeks left. And then we'll do our last chapter, chapter 9. Well, actually 2 more. Chapter 9 and chapter 11. 11. We won't go to 12. Okay. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
No graphs this chapter. All factoring. All backwards FOIL. Remember FOIL?
Yes.
Distribution. It's all backwards now. We're going to be loifing it. Okay. Prime factors. Now, this first section used to be taught in one day, but we decided not to do that ever again because it's if it's rushed, it could be very detrimental to the entire chapter. So we're going to spend 2 days in this and everything else. You've already done this first section before, but I really want to practice this. Prime factors was from 7th grade. It involved some green things that grow in ground.
Tree.
What kind of tree?
A plant.
Factor tree.
Factor trees. You're welcome. Factor trees. Now, for some of y'all, I'm sure it was like, ugh, this again. But it's not hard. Here we go. Let's start with, we're going to jump right on in. We're going to put the notes within the examples. 40.
40 divided by 2.
43. 20.
No. The first thing, here's the difference between Algebra 1 and the rest of the other classes. The first factor must be 1 and a number. The first factor must be 1 and a number. Start with 1 times whatever number it is. And I'm going to tell you why next in the next example. 1 and 40. This will benefit you later. Make sure you keep your prime numbers on the left. Can someone show Will how to set the notes up?
I did.
Excellent. Okay. Our juniors and seniors will come back and tell me that they still use those same notes. You're welcome. So prime numbers usually on the left side. 1 is prime, right? 40 is not. 40 is composite. Continue. Break it down. 2 and 20. 2 is prime. 2 is on the left. 20 is not. Break down 20. 2 and 10. Thank you. 2 is prime. 10 is not prime. 10 is composite. Break down 10 one more time. 2 and 5. We stop when there are primes left over. Bring down the 2. Bring down this 2. Bring down this 1. Now, last year you may or may not were told to complete the tree. I want you to complete the tree because it looks pretty. Okay? So right here will be your prime. Okay? But in Algebra 1, I want you to clean it up using exponents. 1 times 2 cubed times 5. You may or may not need 1, but I'm just included in just for giggles.
So
that's your prime factorization. That's 40 broken down to the simplest form. 2 cubed times 5 times 1. Yes?
Wait a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8 times 5.
It's 40. Good. Okay. Same topic, but this time you have a negative. Negative 75. Now, think back to why I'm asking you to take out a 1 first. What can you factor out first? Right. It's much easier to factor out a -1 and leave positive 75 alone. So here, I need you to take, if it's a negative, take out a -1 first. So take out -1. It makes factoring a lot easier and a lot less confusing. Don't be confused now. So -1 is done. 75 is composite. I need to break it down, please.
3 times 25.
3 and 25. 3 is prime. 25 is composite.
5.
5 times 5. 5 and 5 are prime. I'm done. Bring down the 3. Complete out the tree. This is your prime factors. But to clean it up, -1 times 3 squared. No. 3 times 5 squared.
I know what that makes.
-1 times 3 times 5 squared. Too easy. Yes?
No, it's not.
Huh? Because later on, when we go to the other sections, this is you're going to be doing this in your head. I'm starting baby steps. Baby steps. Don't worry, it's going to come together. Okay. The ladder diagram may or may not be new to you. The ladder may or may not be new to you. If it is, then that's great. And this is another way to do prime factorization. If it's not new, then more practice. The ladder starts with an L. Keep in mind, the prime number is still outside. Take out a 1 first. Okay? Example, 36, using a ladder. Who has seen a ladder? Okay, so some of you have not seen it. It's the same thing. It's really easy. Think ladder for L. What do I take out first? Take out a 1. Is 1 prime? 36? No. Break it down again. Another L. Break down 36. 6 is composite. 3, 12 is good. 3 is prime. 12 is not. Break down 12. 3 and 4. 3 and 4? I know. 3 and 4. Okay, so 3 is prime, 4 is not. One more time. 4. 2 and 2. They are.
Upside down.
This is kind of upside down. The outside factors are your prime. It makes an L. So your factors are 1, 3, 3, 2, and 2. When you clean it up, 1, 3 squared, 2 squared. Now, it is confusing at the beginning, though. Well, all you're doing is you're just taking steps and you're breaking it down. Prime, composite, prime, prime. When you hit prime, prime, you're done. This is another way, not doing a tree, factoring it out. Yes, it does. Don't waste your paper, or don't waste your time. Any questions on the ladder? I'm getting to this is the easy stuff. I'm going to get to the hard stuff soon. Try this one, please. -80. -80. Go, -80. Chapter 8 is probably one of the. It's kind of difficult, but it's one of the more important ones that you'll see over and over and over again. Because it has a negative. Toby, Lynn, what do I take out first? Take out a -1. Take out a -1. So here, take out a -1. When you do that, guess what? It becomes a positive. What are your factors of 80? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good. 2 and 40. And then 2 and 20. 2 and 10. 2 and 5. Can I go any more? I cannot. Whatever I have left over, that's my prime. So I have -1, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 5. If I clean it up, -1 times 2 to the 4 times 5.
I like this one.
This is just the beginning, people. I haven't even got to the lesson yet.
Well,
I don't see any letters. I'm gonna throw some letters in the sink.
What?
What? Slim it down. Okay. So far we've done a tree. We've done a ladder. Here is another way to do GCF. Not who, what. Now, I think most of y'all are familiar with, I know you do, the top and the bottom method, right? You will soon do this in your head. This will soon be done in your head. There will be no factoring out. But because this is fresh and this is brand new, I want to make sure that all those bases are covered before you can start doing this in your head. Okay? It's really easy. So, okay, you've seen GCF like this, correct? Where you go across, and you list out all the factors. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah. So start with 1 and 15, right? 1 times 15 is your first factor for 15. 2 is not. 3 is. 3 and 5. Those are all of your factors for 15. Simple. Easy, right? 40. 1 and 40. 2 and 20. 5 and... Oh, I forgot 4. 4 and 10. Sorry, I forgot 4 and 10. 4 and 10. And then 5 and 8. Sorry, I'm going to squeeze it in. So 40 is 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40. Do you concur? Okay. Pair it up. Bless you. Pair. Pair. Any other pairs? Nope. How many pairs of numbers do you have left over? 2 pairs, right? What are those numbers? 1 and 5. Oh, I have 1 and 5, right? What's 1 times 5? GCF is 5. Again, this is another way to show greatest common factor. So, but most of y'all should be able to look at that and go, 5 is the common factor, highest common factor, greatest common factor. Okay. What happens if I throw in letters?
It gets harder.
Let's make this a little bit more spicy.
Not too
Man, I had the spiciest. I got some Thai food, and I forgot to tell them that I needed non-spicy. I sweated through my shirt.
You can't handle the spice.
Nope. I'm the non-Asian Asian. My parents can sit there and eat they can crunch on jalapenos and Thai chili peppers, no problem. I smell and I start sweating. Thinking about it makes me sweat right now too. Okay, don't ever eat wings with me. It's embarrassing.
And now all of YouTube knows that you can't handle spice.
Sorry. Okay, 15x4, 35x squared. You ready? All right. Now there's a little twist here, okay? Because you're including the variables. Now, same way. I'm breaking it down. It's like I'm taking this number and I'm just dissolving it. I'm breaking it down. I need to break it down. Starting with 1. 1. Keep going. 15. Keep going. 3 and. Okay. So far I have 1, 3, 5, 15. Simple, right? I need to break down and dissolve x4. I need to go back to the roots. Back to the beginning. How did x4 become x4? Right. X, 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 X. X to the 4 was from X, 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 and X. Simple enough. Break down 35. X squared. Starting with 1. And 5 and 7. Okay? So 35 is 1, 5, 7, 35. X squared, dissolve it down, x and x. You will be doing this in your head. I promise. It will be easy.
Wait, so that's the answer, but then you want us to clean it up?
Clean it up. We got to pair it up.
So I was,
Pair it up.
I mean, on the underscore,
Yes.
if we left it like that, that would be good.
Yeah. Pair it up. Pair this up. Pair this up. The reason why I'm pairing it up is because I'm taking those factors and multiplying them together. Right? Those are the common pairs, the common factors. So what do I have left? 1, 5, x, and x. Questions on how I got 1, 5, x, and x?
No, sir.
Simplify it, please. Leave out the 1, 5, x squared.
Why don't we leave that for one?
In this case, we don't need the 1 because we're multiplying it. 1 times 5.
That's fine.
It's 5. Because later on, when we factor it out, this is the greatest common factor between those two numbers. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go. Wait, let's get straight.
No. Try this one. Negative 8x cubed, 14x to the 4. I don't leave stuff out. You can make your own choices. I do not. I do not want you to. Okay, try that. Now, with this one, with the negative 8, we have to take out close. Take out a negative 1 first, and then take out a positive 8. And then the rest of your factors will be positive, 2 and 4. So you should have negative 1, 2, 4, and 8. And then when you dissolve x cubed down, x, x, and x.
Oh, no, none of it's gonna.
And you break down 14. Bring down 14. 1, 2, 7, 14. Dissolve x4.
X.
Okay.
You know what?
Where would the mistake happen?
We circle the negative 1 and 1 pair.
Negative 1 is not the same as positive 1. Do not pair them up. It is wrong. They're not the same factors. They're not the same numbers, so you cannot pair them up. You can only pair up 2 and 3 x's, right? That's all I can pair up. 2 and then 3 x's, correct? Which leaves you 2x cubed. So the greatest common factor between negative 8 and 14 is 2. And x cubed and x4 is x3. Want to try 3? I'm going to walk around for this one. Then look at your notes. 14xy squared, 7xy, 21y cubed.
Bring it up tomorrow.
Why don't we do 3? Not too very.
Remind me to take up your ruler before you leave today, please, because you will this chapter. Because I own it.
Did you try it, Mr. Clark? Did you read?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'll buy this one.
You're done. Stop talking. You talk too much. It's annoying.
Okay, so this is what I got.
Okay. So 14, you should have it from the top. 1, 2, 7, 14, right? How many x's are there? How many y's? Just 2. So x, y, y. 7xy should be simple. 1, 7, x, and y. I'm just dissolving it. I'm just breaking it down. 21, 1, 3, 7, 21, y, y, y. Questions and how I broke those down? Circle the ones that are common. Keep going. How many? Just one pair. What do I have left over? 1, 7, y, or 7, y. 7y is my greatest common factor. Last one, I'm done. And the bell's gonna ring. That's fast today. Last one. Let's see. Last one. Bless you. Last one. Pick one. Tree or GCF?
Tree.
Or ladder?
Ladder. Tree. Ladder.
Let's do tree. I want to do tree. 12y. Calm down. 12y cubed. 15y squared. Make a tree. This one might be a little difficult. Trees are the hardest ones to understand.
She's done ladder.
Oh,
In the homework we have options, right?
yes, you have options. Yes. Road stops. Okay, kids. Don't do all of it, obviously. All right, the tree, please. Let's go. First one. 1 and. Okay, keep going. Break it down. Break it down one more time. Okay, so break down the 2, break down the 1, right? What about the y? How many do I bring down? Y. Sorry. Y. So she have 1, 2, 2, 3, y. So for 12y cubed, I have 1, 2, 2, 3, y. 15y squared, please.
1.
Keep going.
3.
Okay. How about y squared? Y and y. 2 y's. 15y squared is 1, 3, 5, y. Questions and how I got the 15 and 12? What's the last step, please? What's the last step?
Sum it up.
Pair it up. 1s. Let's go.
1, 2,
3s and 1 more. Or 2 more.
Oh.
How many do I have, please? 1, 3, y, or 3y squared. That's a tree and the GCF all together on one page.
Can I do a summary? Is it possible to do a ladder for having an line?
It's from summer school a couple years ago.
Can you like do it separately?
Yes, you can. You can do it. Same thing. All right, on the prop for homework, let's do numbers 2, 5, 8, and 11, 12, and 13 in the front. 2, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13. 2, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13 in the front. On the back page, there's some negatives I want to kind of get to here. Number 2, 10, 15, 17, 20, 21. 15, 17, 20, 21, and 23. 2, 10, 15, 17, 20, 21, 23. You have a total of, I think, is it 14? 13 problems. When you walk out, any of your rulers, please. Anything else? The lesson will be posted online. Email if you have a question. Anything else? Say goodbye.